Gute Dog, Ali Appa, der Doug is wieder zurück. Hey, everybody, Doug is back at you with another episode of your Pennsylvania Dutch Minute. And this time I come to you with a viewer request. I've often said, if you have an idea for a future video, let me know. Well, somebody did. Somebody reached out and sent me an email saying, hey, could we get some words associated with driving and with cars? And I said, well, I did a video on that, but it's old. It's like 7 or 8, 9 years old. It was one of the first videos I did. So I thought, well, it's time for a new one. We'll make a fresh video with some brand new vocab words. Maybe you never saw that video. So here it is coming at you all. Today, we'll be talking about our words associated with cars and driving. So let's jump right into it. Now, I picked some random words, and of course, this isn't a complete list. There's other words we probably could have included, but I didn't want to go too crazy. So you can pause the video and repeat the words and practice them as I say them. I have the English on the left, the Pennsylvania Dutch in the yellow, and I'll say each one twice slowly, and then we'll move on to each word. To the next word, excuse me. All right, here we go. The word for car. And I have 3 words here, and it all depends. This is one of those regional differences. Where I grew up in northern Berks County, we always said the first one, D machine, D machine. But I know that there are people, particularly in other regions of Pennsylvania Dutch country, that use the word D care, D care, or D car, D car. So it all depends where you are from or where you are at any given time. I know that in Schuylkill County, for example, in parts of like around Higgins, one area will say Decar, and if you travel over the valley, over the mountain into the next valley, they'll say Decar. So it just depends where you are, but any one of those 3 words would work. The word for gas, da gas, da gas. That's an easy one. The word for street, road, we have 2 words in English, just 1 word in Pennsylvania Dutch, D Strohs, D Strohs, and that is the word for either street or road. A lane, da Buyback, da Buyback. Now, brake as in the noun, the brake, that pedal on your car, die Spar, die Spar. I have heard some people say Spor, Spor. So it depends again where you are, but die Spar or die Spor. The light, as in it could be a traffic light or the light, like a light, maybe your headlights or some other light on your car. S Licht, S Licht. And then any kind of a sign, as you see a lot of those while driving, S Schild, S Schild. Okay, so there's some words. Here's some more. The driver, we have 2 possible words for that. Your choice. Da Driver, da Driver, or da Fahrer, da Fahrer. A passenger, der or die, because it depends if it's a male passenger or a female passenger. If it's a male passenger, da Passenger. Pretty easy one. And if it's a female, die Passenger. Nothing else changes, just the der or the die. The word for fast, there's 2 different words you can pick from in Pennsylvania Dutch. Geschwind, geschwind, or static, static. For slow, we have 2 words as well. Langsam, langsam, and one that I really like, pokig, pokig, which I think we get, comes from the English word pokey, to poke around. You're not going very quickly. Pokey, I like that word in Pennsylvania Dutch. Your indicator, your turn signal, which some people don't realize that their cars have, da blinker, da blinker. Your steering wheel, S Steuerrad, S Steuerrad. Since we are here in the United States, we use miles, not kilometers like they do in Europe. The word for mile is die Mile, die Mile, and the plural, miles, would be Meile, Meile. And then the 3 colors that you would see on a traffic light, red, yellow, and green, rot, rot, gale, gale, and gris, gris. Now some verbs. Those were all nouns and adjectives. Let's do some verbs. To drive, fora, fora. To go, gay, gay. To reverse or to drive backwards, zurückfahren, zurückfahren. And I have a slash in that verb because if you've been learning Pennsylvania, you know that there's some verbs that split apart and flip. They're called separable prefix verbs. This is one of those that if you're using it in the present tense, it does break apart and it flips. Zurückfahren. To break, spora, spora. To stop, I have two verbs you can pick from. The one I use the most, though, is the first one, stoppen, stoppen. And there's also avhalde, avhalde. So, and actually, I have a typo there. Avhalde is another one of those split verbs. I should have a slash mark between the second A and the H because that's where that verb splits and flips. But my apologies. I just noticed that now. Stoppen and avhalde. To turn, this is another one of those separable prefix verbs. Opdrehen, opdrehen. So it splits where the slash mark is. And the verb to park, parken, parken. You'll notice in this video, there's a lot of words that are very similar to English. So this is an easy list of words that you can start using. All right, just one last slide real quick. I came up with just a couple of situations where I gave you more than just the words. So some sentences maybe you could use. I must turn left or right. So I give both. If you're turning left, ich muss links abdrehen. Ich muss links abdrehen. I must turn right. Ich muss rechts abdrehen. Ich muss rechts abdrehen. You want to tell someone to drive faster or drive slower? Mal stärker. That would be drive faster. Mal stärker. And to drive slower, mal langsamer. Mal langsamer. And then finally, I need gas. Ich brauch gas. Ich brauch gas. So, how about that? Nice list of some words that you can start using now. They're a lot, like I said, a lot of them are very similar to the English, so that'll be easy for you to start using. Go back, rewatch the video, pause it, practice saying the words, watch it again tomorrow, practice saying the words, and they'll soon start to, stick in your mind. Next time you're going for a drive or you're in your car, try and use at least 3. I gave a lot, but we'll start small. Try and use at least 3 of those words when you're in your car next time you're driving somewhere so that you can say them while you're actually doing it. It's helpful. Or you put on your, you go to hit your turn signal and you say, oh, da blinker, and you got your blinker on. Or yeah, I don't know. You pick one of these words, pick a couple of these words and start using them. And hopefully with the goal that you start using all of them, right? And keep building your vocabulary. If you like what we are doing here, you can financially support us at Buy Me a Coffee. Just go to buymeacoffee.com/Doug Mainford. If there were words that weren't in the list that you'd like to know, put them in the comment section down below. I don't know. I couldn't think of any other ones, but if you have one that you think of, put it in. If you're watching this on Facebook, put it in the messages. If it's on the YouTube channel, put it in the comment section down below, and I'll respond and give you the Pennsylvania Dutch word for it. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you guys. Just keep practicing your Pennsylvania Dutch. We'll keep the good content coming. Also, don't forget in the comment section, you can also click the link to get your own Pennsylvania Dutch themed merchandise. We have t-shirts. We have a lot of other items that are filled with Pennsylvania Dutch slogans, words, artwork, etc. Zazzle.com/PA Dutch stuff. The comment in the comment section of this video is the link. Please check that out if you are interested. If you have an idea for a future video, email me. You know what to do. Or send me a message. That'll be fine. And I'll add it to a list of future things to do. But until next time, dear friends, keep practicing your Pennsylvania Dutch. And you know what to say at the end whenever you're saying goodbye to somebody. What do we say in Pennsylvania Dutch? Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Macht's gut.
Macht's gut.